Hey Taurus, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. This will be your love and then some reading for the entirety of March. I wanted to say thank you guys for all the views. You knocked it out of the park with 3,000 views this month. Way to go, Taurus. Thanks to all the new subscribers and all the old subscribers. Thanks for following the channel, you guys. It really makes me feel appreciated. So I appreciate all of your views and all of your likes, shares, subscribes. So, Taurus, let's get started. I'm going to be using the spellcasters today. It looks like you're going to have victory. Wheel of Fortune's moving things forward. You're going to be possibly teaching. Wheel of Fortune's moving things forward in a relationship. There's going to be a solid offer made, perhaps from another earth sign, or you're going to make an offer of love. It's going to bring something back to life, Taurus. Yes, you're going to be making an offer of engagement. Absolutely. Marriage. An offer. It just keeps saying that this offer is going to transform you or your partner. You've been manifesting this offer of love, Taurus. And you've been manifesting happy family, happy life. Could be time. You're going to have the victory in this, but it could be time for you to seek out your deeper spiritual journey, and teaching may be a part of that. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles. That's equal give and take. Okay. Overall arching energy of the read. 3 for you, 3 for your partner, and 3 for the state of the relationship. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could have been dealing with a Scorpio or a fellow another water sign, excuse me. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Center of your read's the Star card. That's beautiful. Wishes granted. All right, so let's see what these bad boys have to say today. Okay, so there is going to be some transformation. You're coming out of a period in which you've had to die to come back to life. Okay, you were stagnant. Okay, you could be dealing with Pisces, or somebody could have Pisces in their chart. There was some stagnation because there was an awakening that had to happen. It looks just like you're coming out of that energy, though, and you're coming into a full-blown romantic offer of love, Taurus. You will be receiving that. Looks like your partner's kind of been in their head. You know, there's Aquarius energy pretty heavy in here. Air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also could be for some of you. Let me scoot this back so you guys can see. Okay, so looks like you're coming out of a time of deep thought, deep transformation. Someone is going into a time in which you're going to have your wish granted from the universe because you've been manifesting, okay? And you're going to rush forward with some sort of communication, or your partner is. This is going to be fast moving. You're coming out of a period of time in which you've been in your head. There's been some issues with transformation. Something died so it could come back to life. It did leave you feel victimized, but, you know, this was a self-imposed victimization. You have the bull back here, okay? I know that this is a fire sign, an air sign card, but the bull's back here, Taurus. So I think you've been coming out of a period of time in which you've been imposing limitations on yourself. You're out of your head. You're no longer thinking of that. And, you know, there's been something happen here for you that's caused a judgment. This could be a legal judgment. It could be a, you know, a spiritual judgment. Somebody's had to pose a judgment on this situation, which normally, you know, it really hasn't made your partner very happy or you very happy. And you've been in deep thought about that unhappiness. And it's caused a lack of action on your part or your partner's part. Coming out of a time of stagnation, you're coming into your power, and you're going to make a decision that needs to be made in this situation. You see how that person's raising their arms up to the universe. So that seems to me like this is also a manifestation. You finally realize, Taurus, what it is you need to realize about this situation. You're willing to move forward with it. You're going to be making a fast offer of love. You're going to be communicating. You're going to be making an offer of love because you're coming out of this energy here in which you weren't sure what to do. You just wanted to sit there and be unhappy about it. You're coming out of that energy. And I think perhaps maybe you realized that there needed to be some equal give and take in a situation, perhaps involving children. Okay, and you needed to take your place of leadership with children and understand what equal give and take means. So let's get some clarifiers on the matter. Very center of your read, though, is the Star card. Major Arcana, wishes being granted, manifestation, deep spirituality. The Major Arcana in this spread is Death, Hanged Man, and Judgment. So you've kind of come out of a period of time in which you were in deep thought. There were changes. Something had to die so something else could come back to life in its place. You're realizing your power, and you're moving forward with this situation. So yes, again, waiting for better things and manifestation. You were in a period of death. You've come back to life. You realize what you want now, and you're going to make it happen. You have been single, and you have been contemplating on a relationship that was lost in the past. Okay, you've been holding two cups here, but still trying to keep things going, still trying to keep it together, but you're concentrating on these three that were spilled out. So I think perhaps you put a lot of effort into a relationship that didn't pan out for you. It caused you to be single, and you were nostalgic about and in deep thought about why it didn't work out. And you were sort of making yourself a victim in that situation. But you're coming out of a time, and perhaps, again, there's another three here. Perhaps there was an issue, some extracurricular activities in this relationship that didn't quite work out the way they were supposed to, okay? And you've kind of been, or your partner has been reaping what they've sown, okay? And you're coming out of a period of that, though, in which you've had yourself in a victim mentality. You're breaking free of this thought process, the stagnation, and you've decided to stand in your power. You've decided to own what's happened, and you're moving forward, and you're planning for the future. And it's going to be a celebration for you, Taurus. And you're ready to communicate that. You're ready to move forward with great passion and gusto. Yeah, you were stagnant because there was a lot of emotional confusion due to secrets in a relationship. Yeah, here you are. Here's Pisces, okay? Again, for the second time. So some of you could be dealing with Pisces. Some of you could, have Pisces in your chart, but there was a lot of emotional confusion due to big-time secrets in this situation involving a lover, okay? And you were in this mentality in which you were protecting yourself. Perhaps there was a secret you didn't want to come out, Taurus. Or your partner had a secret they didn't want to come out. And, they were protecting themselves. Perhaps somebody is suffering from some mental illness. They thought maybe perhaps you were coming after them. So they've drawn their circle of protection. And they've added the wands in protection as well. So somebody was really, really worried that some bad karma was about to come their way involving this situation. You could have been dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody could have that in their chart. But you're coming out of this mentality in which you are batting down the hatches and waiting for the shit to start flying. And you're coming into this energy of the Queen of Wands, and you're owning and accepting responsibilities, and you're moving forward with great creativity. and you're taking action on the situation. You're going to be like, well, you know, yeah, that happened. It came out that it happened. Yes, I did that. But look, I'm going to be moving forward from this situation because it's no longer serving me to be hiding from this information. You're going to open those doors and step out, and you're going to say yes. You're, you know, basically, or this could be for some of you, you're coming out. Okay, some of you may be coming out and admitting your truth. This could be sexually coming out. It could be spiritually coming out, because the Queen of Wands also represents a reader. It represents the witch of the tarot, a very highly intuitive person, a mystic, a sage, someone who, instead of being afraid of their power, now they're standing in their power and owning who they are and owning their gifts. So some of you could be coming into a position in which you were owning the gifts that you've been given as far as intuition and insight and clairvoyance and reading, and just a gift of sight. Now you see. Some of you could have been dealing with, again, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be understanding now that you can't run from the relationship any longer. It's time to take a stand and own. Perhaps maybe some of you were hiding from a partner and you weren't accepting offers, and now you will be accepting offers from this fire sign. Yeah, there was an offer of love that kind of blew some things up. Perhaps it was this third party here with this fire sign. It caused a great deal of conflict within your family. There were some control issues. Perhaps it busted up a marriage, because we have the Emperor. Okay, that's a husband energy. Perhaps it busted up a marriage, and something that you've been feeling guilty about and lamenting about. And it's a daily ritual for you to go over beating yourself up over this situation. You were in a decision-making mode about offering and making a solid offer to someone. Again, this is fire and earth, Taurus, so some of you, again, could be dealing with fire. Trying to make an offer of love to a fire sign, perhaps, and you were trying to make a decision in which to do that because there was a relationship, Taurus, that you needed to be done with before you could make this offer. Again, we have water here. Some of you could be making an offer to a water sign, okay? Or your decision basically is between making an offer to fire or water. Some of you may be caught in between trying to make decisions between fire signs and water signs. King of Swords. Okay, yeah, so what you wanted here, your partner wanted to be a wife energy. This could be you also represented, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as being in your head about, you know, another person who you wanted to spend the rest of your life with. You wanted to make an offer to them. Perhaps there was a relationship with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that came to an end. And somebody was left out in the cold. You made your decision, or your partner made their decision, it looks like, that you were not going to be making an offer to water sign or accepting offer to water sign. It looks like perhaps you're moving away from... Excuse me, just a moment. Hey, let me call you right back. All right, bye. Some of you are moving away from water to fire. Some of you are moving away from fire to water, okay? So you see how that's playing out. But nonetheless, you will be moving away from someone to accept a partnership and make a conscious choice to be in relationship with someone else, and this is representative of water. Again, we have two male figures here. I think for some of you, you were having to make a decision to present to the world that you were coming out with a partner, and this to me represents moving away from that and moving toward your truth in relationship. Yes, you have come into your power and you say, yes, this is who I am. this is what I did, or this is what transpired. And you know what? I'm going to own that truth, and I'm going to stand tall on these logs here because I've put those burdens down. I put those burdens down, and I've got my wand up here. So if you're ready to criticize me, you come right ahead because I've got my weapon at the ready. I'm ready to answer your questions. I'm ready to take responsibility for what's happened. And I'm going to stand in my power and my truth, and I'm going to accept the blessings that the universe has to offer. So you're standing tall here. You're manifesting, and you're going to have your wish granted because you found your power again. Taurus, here you are, taking a leap of faith with truth. Taurus, you are coming out with some kind of truth, and you're like, damn the consequences. You can think what you want of me. Here is what I am and who I am, and I accept and love myself. And if the rest of you don't, that's okay. But here's my truth. Taking a leap of faith with that truth, and that's a beautiful thing. And some of you are taking a leap of faith in new relationship, and you're going to be having that new beginning. Knight of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups. So, again, where you were holding back before, now you're charging in with your truth. You're no longer going to be keeping your feelings to yourself. You're going to come out with that truth, and you're going to stand on that throne with your truth and with confidence. Others of you are charging into a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Again, there's Pisces energy all throughout this read. So some of you are running toward a water sign with your truth. You've been in deep thought about it, but you've had supportive people in your life who've had your back. You know, you see these wolves here. They're very loyal. You know, I don't think they're coming in for the kill here. They're waiting for him to make a move so they can kill him. I think what they're doing here is protecting him while he's in a state of meditation. They're very loyal. You've had people around you who've been very loyal and encouraging to you to recognize your truth and to move forward. Again, you're trying to find the courage. You had been trying to find the courage to move forward. And that had caused a lot of stagnation for you and a lot of toxicity. Hiding your truth and hiding behind people's accusations or issues that were going on here caused a lot of toxic energy for you, self-imposed. A lot of inward toxic energy, and it prevented you from moving forward. But you realize now you've claimed your power. Again, there could have been an issue with marriage, okay, because now we have the Empress. So there could have been heartbreak in relationship, perhaps with a Libra, in the past. You're charging out of that energy. You know, you were in here contemplating all this situation. Something went down that you were kind of hiding from. You're standing in your truth. You're charging past this heartbreak, and you're charging toward, perhaps some of you could be charging toward an earth sign. Okay, the signs don't really matter. It's just this is what's on the board, okay? Some of you are coming out of heartbreak. You're charging out of heartbreak. You're going toward a soulmate. You're going toward a soulmate relationship that's more grounded. It's going to be financially fruitful for you. It's going to be something tangible for you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. You know who your soulmate is, and you're charging toward that person. This is somebody you want to grow old with, somebody you want to have, you know, grandchildren with. You want to watch the grandkids play. A lifelong partner, that's what you're charging toward. A lifelong partner who's also a soulmate. Perhaps you've realized in all of this that there needs to be equal give and take in a relationship. Yeah, so you're coming out of victim mentality. You're coming towards happiness. Again, this energy involves happiness with children. This is somebody, it could be a Leo, somebody who's very creative, somebody who has children already, or somebody who you have children with. You're coming out of this self-imposed prison, and you're going to be, and perhaps you have children, Taurus. You're going to be coming toward a happiness with your children and with creative endeavors. You're moving out of that. You're taking your power back. Yes, and you're going to be planning for your future. You're going to be manifesting happiness and stability for your family. You're going to overcome conflict in communication with someone, or some kind of conflict was bad in the past. There was conflict because you were not stepping into your truth. And this is what you have to look forward to, Taurus. Happy family, happy life, truth, happiness. So there's a large portion of this read that's all about family. Or coming into perhaps people who are part of your tribe. Okay, again, I think for some of you, this is about same-sex relationship. I think that you're going to be coming into a period of time in which you're going to find your soul family. You're going to find people who are like-minded. And it's going to be a very golden age for you, Taurus. You're going to be coming together with people who share your same vision. Again, you've found out, you're willing to accept what's happened. You're reaching your arms out to the universe. You've called it. This is what I need to do. You're moving forward with that. You're going to have victory in this situation. Again, you need to step into possibly what your spiritual path is, which could be represented here with teaching. Some of you could be spiritual leaders, spiritual teachers. Some of you could be educators, as these cards indicate, maybe perhaps working with children. But you're going to have victory in a situation with children here, in a spiritual journey, which could involve teaching. Yes, you're going to have new love in your life, perhaps with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, some of you. It's going to be a very committed, good relationship. Again, same-sex people who are subscribers. This could be speaking to you, coming into your truth, coming out, understanding who it is you love. You're stopped running from it. You're going to make an offer, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Yeah, you're charging toward this. Coming out of hermit mode, and you've been reborn. Again, this also mimics the transformation card, the death card. Coming out of that period, you've walked through the fire. You know what you need to do. And you're getting on this hawk here, and you're charging toward your truth and your happiness and your love. You have been, very careful, but now you're cutting things out that don't serve you any longer. And speaking your truth and just being totally honest and open and blunt with it is going to be a happy wish fulfillment for you. You're going to be having passions reignited. Some of you could be dealing again with fire sign. You're going to be with your partner that's equally matched. You're taking action. Yeah, you've been protecting something. You were protecting your truth for a long time. And it wasn't necessarily bringing you a lot of happiness. I think you were breaking your back to try and protect a truth or protect something or hold something together. That was causing deception and burdens for you. You had to walk away from something, Taurus, in order to find your missing cup. You found your balance in this situation. You no longer have to guard your back and protect yourself because you've made your decision to move forward. You're going to have new passionate beginnings that are truthful and meaningful. Where you had been waiting for the right time to move forward, perhaps out of fear of betrayal, you now have your justice in the situation, and you've decided enough with this juggling, enough with this holding on to something. These two cards here represent the 6. You know who your soulmate is. You know who your lover is. You're moving toward that soulmate. That's a beautiful thing, Taurus. I'm so happy for you. You're coming into your truth. Moving toward that soulmate lover. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's get a couple of these cards on it and see what they have to say. Taurus in love, March. What is this? Taurus in love, March. Taurus in love, March. Embrace. Embrace your truth. Embrace your love. Embrace your path. You've cleared out some things. You've worked on your heart chakra. You've mastered the art of self-love and self-respect. You are going to be going through some challenging times because this is abrupt changes. You are going to be answering the critics, so to speak. Okay, but you know what your truth is and you're willing to do that no matter what. This cycle will be coming to a close for you because you've trusted the universe and you've trusted yourself, trusted your own intuition to know what's best for you. You've chosen your battles. You're now deciding to stand up for what you believe in and what is right because you've listened to your intuition. You've been in a period of sadness and isolation because you were not wanting to face your truth. You're gonna have your balance that you've been seeking in relationship. And you have understood that you need to exercise self-love. Perhaps some of you have unblocked your heart chakra. And you're just going to go with the flow of how this happens. You've recognized your truth. You're coming out about it. Just breathe, speak your truth, and speak with love. Beautiful, Taurus. Absolutely beautiful. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. So you've decided to come out with your truth, to focus on love. You are limitless. You recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do because you've decided to face your fears, Taurus. Absolutely wonderful and beautiful. Bottom of the deck, breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Yes, you've been working toward a truth. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. You know, this talks about following your truth and accepting it and following your path. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Yes, absolutely. Bottom of the deck, we have, I have the perfect living space. Because, you know, that is our sanctuary from the world. I see myself living in a wonderful place that fulfills all of my needs and desires. It is in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. I love my body. I create peacefulness in mind, and my body reflects this peacefulness and perfect health. So this is about home, hearth, understanding your truth. Freedom is my divine right. I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be, created to be. because you've recognized your truth. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try some of these feng shui cards here. These are kind of for couples, but I think they might be kind of fun for this situation. So it looks like there needs to be more touch in a relationship. All the places that can be kissed and also the places that can be bitten. So, you need to have playful things with the lover. And now you're free to do that. I'm not going to go into the detail about what it is they suggest you do. But it's talking about writing your lover notes, kissing them and touching them in ways that, you know, people who are romantic do. Things like that to draw closer and bond to your partner. Now you can be free to love the person that you truly love. Okay, 8 of Swords. So yeah, you were coming out of that period in which you felt victimized in a relationship that was toxic. And you're coming into a period of loving, tender things. Comfortable with yourself and your partner, being comfortable with your body. Makes them feel comfortable. Yeah, 8 of Cups is what you were going for. Okay, that's your wish. And your partner wants to be the Queen of Cups to you. Nurturing, loving. Okay, they want nurturing and love. So, I mean, I don't know what else I can say on that. That's a beautiful energy. You're coming into a nurturing relationship. It's going to be beautiful. You know your truth. Okay. Drop the ego. Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. So you have been going through a period in which you've been trying to protect yourself and not stand in your truth. And that was holding you back. Now you're coming into a period in which you are exhibiting your truth. You were saying, okay, here I am. Take your best shot. And you were going into a period in which you're making yourself vulnerable for the sake of your truth. And you're going to be well rewarded for that, Taurus. So that's what I see for you for love and then some for March. You're coming into a truth and you're accepting that. And I think March is going to be a completely exciting and brand new month for you. And I wish you the best, Taurus. I'll see you for your love and then some mid-March.